They want to keep their standards high.
Yep, super important, Bish. There's no doubt about it. This is the time you want momentum, you want confidence as an individual, and you want wins under your belt as a team leading into the playoffs. These two, don't they love batting under lights on this surface? No surprises, SRH win the toss, want to bat first. And interesting to hear Paddy Cummins make it very clear at the toss that he wants these balls.
Yeah, it's going to be one electrifying game. Two dynamic openers, most explosive in the tournament so far. We've had some wonderful openers going around, lots of left-handers. And also something which Pat Cummins said at the toss. He's pretty realistic about what they can achieve. If they're not thinking top two. They just want to have a great crack at it and see where they go. All the permutations, all the scenarios that have come out, they're not too fussed about it. And how about Bhuvaneshwar Kumar? Aging like fine wine.
Is there a player in the IPL that you want to see do better than Bhuvaneshwar Kumar? I don't think there's a person that doesn't want to see him have success every single year. Been a great bowler for his IPL franchises, been a wonderful bowler for India. This season has been as good as any.
Slip in place and a short third, deep backward point, deep backward square. On the mark.
Again, there's plenty of depth. I think Paddy Cummins coming in makes a huge difference, not only with his bowling and captaincy, but I think he strengthens that lower order batting as well. That power in the top four is as good as any team in the IPL, and they love playing here.
And also the young players, the young seamers have lapped up the responsibility. From the time they've come in, Saqib and Praful Hinge, Ishan Malinga has been pretty consistent right through the season.
Backward point has gone in front of square. Oh, good stop, good hand on it. That swung after it passed the batter. So that's a good piece of wicket keeping from Jitesh.
He saves four, full stretch dive. Again, first ball goes across the left-hander. This one shapes back in. What Bhuvi does, doesn't get the line right on this occasion, but makes it very clear that there's enough shape out there in both directions.
48 wickets in the IPL at this venue. 24 in the season, 2 more to equal his career best in a season. Nice from Travis Head.
Yeah, again, gets the width. He loves it through there, Travis Head. Whether it's front foot or back foot, any sort of width, like a lot of left-handers do. It's a good seam, but on this surface, if the line's not right, you're going to pay.
And just where that ball went, the backward point has now come exactly where that 4 was hit.
I was just mentioning these names, especially Praful Hinge. Harsh Dubey is another option. He'll enjoy his call-up into the Indian Test team. Aniket was one thought in my head, would they pick him in the playing 11, but they've still persisted with Smaran and Salil Arora. But Praful Hinge, the most likely choice to be picked when it's their turn to bowl.
And just to enlighten everyone, the importance of tonight's game. He side this all the way for 6.
Batting surface. Bish, he was searching for his pads. He wanted to strap them on and get out there, not be here.
I wish I could do that. Geez, that's a good shot. Again, it's not the worst length from Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, but it shows how flat, how even this pitch is. Clear the front leg and hit through the line.
things get hard, that's a delivery that will come into play. 13 without loss. And I'm wondering if Australian to Australian, if he'll go to that good length again. Does go to that short of a length, chases on. Good stop, good work.
Good piece of fielding on the boundary. Yeah, I think you just have a look at his right foot here. Does it touch that boundary rope? Brilliant fielding.
Yeah, he didn't get the smoothness in that slide as he would have wanted to, because it was pretty rough out there. It's been interesting just thinking of Josh Hazlewood and what you mentioned, Bish. He's not started well in the power play, but he's managed to come back pretty nicely. This year compared to last year, the starts, unlike Bhuvaneshwar Kumar in the power play, have not been Hazlewood-like, but he's managed to come back pretty strongly once the power play is done.
Yeah, I think you're seeing with Hazlewood, even up front, go to hit the wicket straight away. Certainly what Travis said, the line's important. He'll try and bowl nice and tight, look to bowl to that thigh pad. But I think in general this season, I feel like instead of him going fuller, looking for that shape that Bhuvaneshwar Kumar does, I think he's happy to go top of the stumps, even back of a length, try and cramp the batters as much as possible, which is not as attacking wicket-wise, but is certainly more run-saving.
Folks might be wondering why teams want to finish in that top two. Most people know it, but we might have some new viewers tonight. And what it means is that you get 2 bites of a cherry if the league stage ends and you're in that top 2, if needed. If you lose the first game, you get a second chance to try to qualify for the final. And history tells us something, folks. History tells us since 2011, 14 times the team finishing in the top 2 have won the IPL. Only one team outside of that has gone on in. Sunrisers. They're the team that won it once. Back in 2016, Sunrisers were the one team that won it, finishing in 3rd place. So that's the importance of trying to win by a big margin tonight. League position, first winning it 5 times, second 9 times, a lot of final appearances. Only one team, and that's Sunrisers, won it, finishing in 3rd since 2011. 4th, none. So that's history.
So the fight is for the 2nd spot now. When you look at those numbers, you want to finish 2nd then.
Records are made to be broken, Kartik. You want to finish 4th. Be the first team to do it. Yeah, they're still competing heavily. There's no doubt about it. Just interested to see how hard Sunrisers electing to bat first. How hard do they go? What total are they thinking? They need to win by 87 against RCB on an absolute belter. For how many do they need to get?
I don't think Hazlewood has bowled badly in the power play. They've just gone after him. And they'll go after him tonight again. When does the pace off come? Clipped it, clipped it. Oh, just past.
Abhishek Sharma. Again, the length's not the worst. It's a little bit straight. It stands nice and tall, doesn't look to overhit it. Look at the balance. It's a man in form right there.
You can see what he's trying to do. He's trying to swing the ball from around that length, take it away from the left-hander, but the ball hasn't done that on this occasion. He did to Travis Head in the previous over.
That is manipulating the field.
360 player all around the ground. Again, this is a pretty similar delivery. First ball goes behind square. This one's well in front. It's off a good length as well. It's not a half volley. Again, just the confidence in this pitch that you're going to get nice, even pace and bounce.
Cause a change in the field. They now have the 2 deep fielders at deep mid-wicket and deep backward square. He's got a ball straight. Will he step away? He does step away to try to move it through that offside.
Field up on the offside, looking to go leg side, stay leg side of the ball. This is the last ball, the last over that Travis Head. You can see he's sitting back to Josh Hazlewood. He knows Hazlewood's going to try and hit the wicket hard, try and cramp Travis Head there. Fast enough hands to get through the ball, get it up over mid-wicket.
Two deep fielders still leg side. He's trying Michael Clark and Murali Kartik, because the two deep fielders are leg side. He's trying to create room to go offside, but Bhuvi has tightened them up.
Brilliant bowling, Bish. A lot of experience again. Yes, it's premeditated. He's going early, but Bhuvi's good enough. He knows how far he's going to go. Perfect execution. Again, even at the looking at the pitch with you, Kartik, I think that's a play early on in this game to get in and out of overs, use the wide line on both sides.
Good hand, Jitesh, good hand. Very good stop again by Jitesh Sharma. 32 without loss.
Finish and to start, you want to start well. That one races away again. Hard, top of the stumps, even into that stomach region, but your line's got to be perfect. You get it wrong, he just swivels nicely and uses the pace.
Yeah, that was how they got him in that first game. Jacob Duffy getting him out in the deep. It's an interesting one when you ask that question, Bish. When you mean death bowling, they use a lot of different fielders. They use that wide line Yorker, but over here you only have two fielders outside. Lovely through the offside. Just standing tall. Using the Yorker with the new ball. So what do they do when you think death bowling in the power play?
Yeah, as we really look at this classical shot, I think I'm seeing more and more guys go for a couple of Yorkers in the power play. And you only have two fielders outside, but that's where you probably have to lower the field to one side, and you just need a couple of those death bowling options put over. Or pace off as was.
Leg doesn't work at all. Just the one change. Bethel injured, so Rajat Patidar comes in, and Venkatesh Iyer, there was a lot of chat if he would hold his spot after that wonderful 73 in Dharamshala. He does. So we will see him at the top of the order with Virat Kohli.
Oh, that is wonderful. Max side, so he opened up the off.
Yeah, I thought he might have got done here with the slow ball. Just looked like from a distance it was just on its way down, just dipping. But he stays nice and still. Thankfully for Travis Head, he gets it on the full, waits for it. Again, same as two balls ago, that placement through extra cover is perfect.
So they tried to load one side of the field, it hasn't worked, so now they've split the fielders again, the two deep fielders, cover and deep square leg. The crack Pat Cummins said. That's the Yorker! That's the Yorker with the new ball! Rasid Dar, death bowling in the power play. Brilliant!
Execution at its best, like you grabs RCB there first. Travis Head's got to go. Well made 26, 45 for 1.
So left-hander replacing a left-hander. He's been in cracking form, Ishan Kishan. Has a very good record against RCB. Last 3 innings, half centuries. Excellent piece of bowling from Rasid. Looking to stay beside the line of the ball. Loves to give himself room. It's a true surface you can hit through the line. Gets off the mark. Absolutely, and especially when you study the batsman. When you look at Travis Head, he's very strong square of the wicket on either side. So bang in that middle stump Yorker, middle and off stump Yorker early doors like he did. Because to hit the ball square from there is not easy. You miss, I hit, which is what happened.
Here, Ravi and WV here. It's very impressive. You see Prince Yadav, I think, being selected. Kartik Tyagi was on tour, as you said, with you in Australia during the pandemic. And you've got Ashok Sharma. So what I want to ask you guys is, what do you do with these young... Mohsin Khan is another one, maybe a little bit older. How do you manage them?
Watch them closely. I mean, you first of all have to identify bench strength. Try and create a pool of 5 or 6 bowlers and watch them closely. Watch their training closely. Watch their the amount of cricket they play. Well timed. They'll get only 2. What I will not do is, just because they're talented and skillful, they'll get the extra run there, is ask them not to play too much cricket. Play as much as the longer version of the game. Even if you're a white ball specialist, if you get the opportunity, play, bowl, then hit the gym after a while, not the other way around. The 50s come up inside 5 overs. Now change in the field. There's no one at fine leg. Short fine has also moved to the offside, so you know where the line is. That's in the air. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant, Virat Kohli. That ball was travelling. It's 52 for 1. Hussain, Praful Hinge, Rashik Dar all playing today. And if that doesn't lift his teammates, nothing else will. That's up in the air. Lands safely, 1 bounce over the rope.
Pace of delivery quickly spotted by Ishan Kishan. He went for it. Beg your pardon, Abhishek Sharma it was. And he looks for opportunities to capitalize on, and that's exactly what he did. Didn't get the entire distance, but there was enough for him to get a boundary.
Yes, he knows this is the last over of power play. Oh, that smash taken? No! Venkatesh Iyer was the man coming in. It wasn't easy. It was dying on him. Hit very hard.
That was a difficult chance. That was hit hard, and that was played on top of the bounce. And it was dipping on the fielder. And he had to get everything right. The speed at which he ran, the time he got down. Unfortunately, it is not to be.
And Ishan Kishan to that area, he'll pick you up.
He does play the pickup shot really well, Ishan Kishan. And bringing the bottom man into play at the right time and hoisting it behind square on the onside.
Very noisy crowd today. A lot of support for RCB as well. Pulls. Just the single as we're done with power play. After 6 overs, it's 63 for 1. A good competitor. Will bring some variety. Don't know how much offer he'll get from this surface.
I thought he bowled well in Dharamshala. I think it was the last game. He, until his last over, he didn't sort of float the ball up, and he bowled a good length, forcing them to try, the left-handers, to try to slug sweep it if they try to get to it.
So Ishan Kishan on strike. Nicely bowled.
The right length too.
Yeah, that'll allow the ball to just grip the surface. Inside out, straight to the fielder. What a swing, beautiful swing. Just doesn't lose a shape.
This will be his biggest challenge, Suyash Sharma's, because Abhishek Sharma does play down the ground well, and he plays in that arc wide of cover exceptionally well.
Yeah, they play spin well. His strike rate is over 225 against spinners. This is just the kind of pitch for him to play those kind of shots. And again, opportunity here, and taken easily. In fact, he signaled 6, so I wonder if he touched the rope. Well, immediate signal.
We have umpire's review for fair catch. I have checked the feed, it's a fair delivery. Can we start with the first angle, please? Yeah, nice and slow. Ball in the hand. Foot is touching the boundary cushion. Satisfied. I have a decision for the big screen.
So, not out is the decision. 70 for 1. Consecutive. It's good batting. 2 sixes.
Upper left-handers.
So after 7, it's 77 for 1. Oh, good strike. It's high up in the air. And again, an opportunity. Yeah, they're getting their chances. That's gone right through his hands.
Abhishek Sharma leading a charmed life there, and he's decided to extend his bat for any delivery pitched up to him, and that's what is fetching him results. Yes, he is keeping the fielders interested, but still he's getting the boundaries.
Look.
It's a side of the ground that tactically, WV and Ravi, a wide line, whether it's pace on or pace off, to try to dry up runs. Even the spinners with 2 left-handers, we'll see when Krunal comes into play, because of the bias. 68-63.
So that's 500 runs this season for Ishan Kishan. He's having a great run right from domestic cricket to international cricket. Had a very good World Cup, taking that form into the IPL.
Not only as a batter, he's had a great time, but also led the side really well in the first half of the tournament before Pat Cummins joined them, and he's done extraordinarily well in that role as well.
Oh, as easy as brings up his half century, and it's come of just 20 balls. He's lived a charmed life, but in between all that, 3 boundaries, 5 sixes in this innings for Abhishek.
He's played a lot of shots on the onside tonight, and it's good to see him do that because normally he prefers the offside. Looks like he's worked a lot on developing a few shots of his hips and legs too.
Important, because the more you're targeted in that area, the better you get. Sliced, beats the man at short turns for 1.
.96 for 1. And Sunrisers are flying at the moment. Abhishek Sharma has led a charmed life, but that doesn't stop him from playing his shots. Just slicing it on this occasion, just enough to beat the wingspan of Josh Hazlewood. You can only look out in despair. Michael Clarke must be enjoying it because it's a batting beauty.
Oh, is it ever? And he's not messing around, Abhishek Sharma. A little bit of luck. 3 opportunities gone begging for RCB. They've been tough, but give this man another chance and he's going to make you pay. On this occasion, though, gone. And on this case, this instance, he couldn't get to the pitch of it. Nowhere near the middle of the bat. A well played 56 from just 22. SRH 97 for 2 now.
97 for 2, and in walks Heinrich Klaasen. He's been Mr. Consistent for Sunrise, but he has been getting runs in every game but one. There's so many scores of 30 plus, just being the man to go to. Especially Sivia against spin. He's only been dismissed once, W.V. Raman and Michael Clarke.
But full credit to the leg spinner.
Yep, second time lucky for Suyash against Abhishek. Short, and that's been dispatched for 4.
Yeah. 3 men out on the boundary. And he gets time to line it up. Gets it quite straight through that deep mid-wicket. Back of a length, good swing of the bat. Too quick across that outfield.
It's been such a fine run for Ishan Kishan. 2026 has been good to him. Most runs in T20s. Goes past Mitch Marsh. 103 for 2. And having a splendid 2026. There should only be 1 as he cuts to the deep. No, he comes back for the second. And since you mentioned the team, bit of work towards the left of Venkatesh Iyer. Since you mentioned the team, DK, there has been consistency in selection as well. You guys have picked only 16 or used only 16 this year, but he didn't start today.
Yes, everybody knows how effective Phil Salt is. Just monitoring his progress, he's back in the team, so just seeing how
there.
Well, we try and play a certain brand of cricket. How do you want to approach certain phases of play, etc., etc.
Lovely fielding, brilliant effort there in the deep. Having been a player yourself, cut away very nicely. Use that angle. And as we look at these highlights, DK, A word on King Kohli and how he's been feeling with the group. Once again, having a word with us, DK. And good luck for the playoffs.
Hello, Raman sir. Thank you.
Yeah, it's all about having those open lines of communication and being pretty honest with anyone who's playing and also the ones who are sitting out.
Yeah, I think DK says it perfectly. At the end of the day, you do feel pressure as a coach, there's no doubt about it. That feeling wouldn't be much different to when you're playing, but you know the pressure on players because he's been there and done it. He was a wonderful player. His experience, no doubt, is helping this RCB team.
"13 runs coming off that over from Romario Shepherd. 1-1-6 for 2. For the left-hander, he'll take the ball away from the right-hander. So bowling from the pavilion end, using the spinners from the pavilion end. And he'll be up against Heinrich Klaasen. The hitting zones.
Krunal Pandya starting off well.
Swings it over mid-wicket for...
Ishan Kishan took on the left-arm spinner. This one was slightly tossed up. There's a bit of extra time available for Ishan Kishan to swing that bat with that kind of flourish.
And since we were talking about release points, Krunal Pandya is somebody who uses it a lot. Yeah, you can see he's always trying to get an edge, especially given that the batters are trying to study you. Bent front leg.
It's been amazing the kind of variations he's brought into play, and he's been constantly upskilling himself. Obviously, this can only happen when somebody is thinking about his game day in and day out. And he's also keen to try different things without getting disheartened if he doesn't succeed when he starts trying the new variation.
Follows the batter. 8 runs coming off it. 124 for 2. The first over from Krunal Pandya went for 8. Hits it straight. Doesn't have the timing. The table. RCB in the top right now. Gujarat Titans are guaranteed a top 2 spot. RCB, if they win, they will finish first. SRH have to win by a big margin, which is 87 runs approximately. And for Rajasthan Royals, that will be an afternoon game on Sunday. If they win, they'll be the 4th qualifying team. Still a few scenarios open for the other sides. The Punjab Kings win their game against LSG. The Rajasthan Royals lose to Mumbai Indians at Wankhede, and then KKR.
Part. We spoke about that all throughout the year. Just keeping one eye on that net run rate in games leading up to the playoffs. How significant will that be?
Coming around the stumps.
A good piece of fielding on this occasion. And I think Ishan Kishan's just called for a new bat. This one he hits one-handed. Tries to beat that man down at long on. Times the ball so well. There's a look at 4 of them. The third umpire's just checking.
Once again, dug into the surface against the right-hander by Romario Shepherd. Much better over compared to the others.
Yeah, what he's done well is that he's followed the batter as Klaasen looked to make room for himself. And he's also taking the pace off, and that's a big boundary as well on the leg side. So he's sussed the conditions well as he's come back for his third over.
Trying to innovate from outside the off stump. Wanted the second run, but great piece of work in the deep by Krunal Pandya. So the second time an over has gone without a boundary. 129 for 2.
Served his time, he's back in the attacker's load. Too short. And what's been noticeable is that RCB have shifted their plans to try to bring the big side into play, either with the wide Yorker from Shepherd or the slow ball into the pitch, or straighter lines from that Hazelwood end, Ravi Shastri, Michael Clark.
Absolutely right, Bish, because that's his strength, Henrik Klaasen. He likes to hit down the ground, so they're making him hit to the longer parts of the ground by bowling that length, making him use the horizontal bat.
I think the other thing, Bish, much harder hitting sixes through the offside than they want 240. He's going to have to be at the crease.
See, that's the short side. An Angel 1 Super 6 from Henrik Klaasen.
Yes, you allow him to get underneath it and swing his bat. He's got enough power to clear any ground. But this is the shorter side. He clears it with ease. He's right back in the crease so that he can get under the ball and get the elevation.
Now, I know we talk about it all the time, but look at the front leg. Look how he just clears it, gets it out of the way. What that does is allow you that full swing of the bat. Sometimes we get ourselves cramped as batters by that front leg getting into the line of the ball. Hazelwood knows he's only just missed. It's not that far away from where he wanted it to be. This man times them so well.
Lucky to get away with that one as well, Hazelwood. But it's great for the Sunrisers batting this season as well. They're the only team with 3 batters with 500 plus runs. Ishan Kishan went past that landmark to join Klaasen and Abhishek Sharma tonight. They've been batting well, although the bowling has been a great strength too.
And that's what they want in the playoffs. That's what you want when you go into the playoffs. At times they say save the best for the last.
Seventh wide of the innings. Klaasen 5.66, Abhishek 5.63, Ishan Kishan 5.28, Travis Head closing in on 400. But I think they've been a fascinating team because they struggled to win in the first 4 or 5 games or so, and it's when Praful Hinge and Saqib joined Pat Cummins there in the attack that they had balance in their team enough to power win.
I think Ishan Kishan did a great job in Pat Cummins' absence as well. I thought tactically he was very good as captain. Oh, whack. Have a look at that. That is clean as a whistle. Miss your length to this man on this pitch and you are going to pay.
Vertical bat. It's in his arc. And have a look at the swing and the power behind it. Right out of the meat. Head down. Bang. It's gone way over the boundary. And he's targeting this over. He wants this to be a big one. Still 3 balls left, 16 of the over. And they'll be looking for a 20-run over plus, 20 plus. Get the momentum back.
This is outstanding. He read it. I think Hazelwood had no choice but then to go wide of off stump, and that was well played.
And how still was he? He reacts at the very last minute. He doesn't give anything away and then reaches out. Just gets enough bat on that to make this 20 runs in the over, 2 balls to go. He was batting on 5 of 9 balls, suddenly 21 of 12. And that's how quickly he shifts gears. He's into overdrive now. I can't see him changing the tempo from here.
A 50 partnership, and they've changed the field now. They've pushed a deep backward point out to join a deep extra cover and a long off on the bigger side of the ground. So will he look to go wide of off stump again? Oh, goes not wide enough. Another 6 from Klaasen. He is flexing and muscling.
You can't say that again. You give him time to swing that bat when he can go down the ground. These are easy pickings. He's targeting this over. You could see it once he hit those couple of sixes. 26 now with 1 ball to go.
Even Hazelwood, the experience and skill of Hazelwood, still missing that mark. The pressure of this man on strike.
That's the wide line. Every time you come straight, it goes for 6. He went wide, it went for 4 and 1. Right, so on we go now. Nothing happens. I want to come to a point made by Ravi Shastri and Michael Clark in the break about big overs. Because it's continuing. 27 of the previous over before the break, and Klaasen now hitting both sides of the ground.
Now this is a really good shot. Now he's hit this for 6 of the back foot over extra cover. And it demands power, it demands ability, fast hands.
Batter's dream, that, Rav. Both of us, that could be shot of the game, we said. Off the back foot as well. Just got to get all your timing perfect. Up and over, so strong. Not the worst delivery either. Short again, sits up a little bit. He's the first ball. He looks to stay leg side, gives himself some room. And just the power to be getting up and over and go all the way.
Last 7 deliveries, he scored 29. That's the shift in gear.
2,000 runs for Sunrisers Hyderabad for him in the IPL. Played for RCB and RR in previous years. So you could see a definitive shift in the attempt with that line to try to bring the bigger side of the ground into play from Suyash. They're confirming the 2,000 runs. Definitely trying to bowl straighter.
And what a season he's having this year in the middle overs.
Just wonder who RCB will go to from the next end. Bhuvi still has 2. Rasik has bowled well to pick up 1 for 23. He has a couple of overs left. Short side. It would have gone for 6 anyway, either side. He's having a brilliant season, Ishan Kishan.
Yeah, just a very good shot once again. Against the spin. Looks like the googly out of the hand. Try and take it away from the left-hander, but it doesn't matter for Ishan Kishan. Plays the slog sweep so well. Stays nice and low, hits from low to high. And he knows it straight away. He's got enough of it.
He's so good against spin and picking up length. He plays the pull well, the cut well, plays off the front foot, back foot. And that's what makes it difficult bowling to him as a spinner. Seeing the field set now, deep extra cover. Will be a line outside the off stump.
He read you, Ravi. He read you.
Yeah, exactly like we thought. Again, couple of steps over, little shimmy over to the off stump. Looking to open up that leg side with just 2 fielders out.
Bit harder to score those big boundaries over there. 171 for 2. Times this season, Mid-Stark came back and stopped RR from getting to 220. Jofra Archer did it. Now Boovy's back. It took forever. It ran forever.
Yeah, it looks as if both these players now will put the foot on the accelerator, big time. Because they know this match they have already qualified, but if they can get a big score, take up their net run rate and win the game, every chance of them finishing in the top 2 as well. This is an excellent partnership. 78 of just 40.
Ninth wide of the innings. It's been white ball chasing tonight so far.
The way they're batting and the colour of their outfit, which is orange, the top 3 are fighting for that orange cap.
Lovely stadium. They've dressed it up magnificently. It's a lovely 50 again from Ishan Kishan, his 6th of this IPL season. He's played with great responsibility and impact.
Yeah, another brilliant half century. Just the 31 deliveries. Again, what a foundation it's set now. Him to keep going and kick on. Look to push his total well above that 240 that we spoke about. Appreciated by his teammates. As I said earlier, I just think that opportunity to be captain of the SRH. Pat Cummins wasn't here at the start of the season. Done his confidence the world of good. His form with the bat continues. He loves playing RCB. 4th consecutive 50 now against them.
They follow this with Rashid Dar. 1 over, spend 1 over from Rashid Dar.
Wonder if he'll go to Krunal Pandya as well.
Come on, everybody together.
Land safely. And they run well, come back for 2.
Well, his consistent form continues, especially against RCB. 350s before this, and now he adds another one. See his great all-round wicket shots of the front foot, his favourite shot, the slot sweep. He does well against the spinners. His favourite area is the onside.
Got it past short square leg 4. Very, very good from Heinrich Klaassen again.
Yeah, Boovy looking to go short. Get Klaassen off that front foot, but it's the placement on this occasion. 2 men inside the circle behind square. Knows where he's got to hit it. checks it, keeps it along the ground. That short boundary once again coming into play.
Piece off deliveries from Sunrisers when they bowl. Magnificent!
Well, Ian Bishop, Michael Clark, we saw one on the back foot. No, this is as good. I mean, just the shape he maintains while he gets the bat through. A 6-2 and the over. 18 off it, 189 for 2.
Rasiq Dar. He is targeting the short side. He really is. Ishan Kishan
loves the onside. Short in stature, so even length deliveries, a short of length, he can get underneath it.
This one's out the back of the hand, but he reads it straight away. That's his go-to, as Ravi mentioned. I think he's looking to go there every ball. If he gets any sort of length, it's going slog sweep. Anything back of a length, he's going that deep mid-wicket as well. Open stance, wants that short boundary.
Beautiful. 100 partnership comes up, and the mistake here is to use that angle and be that close to the stumps where he can go to the leg side. It should be wide of stump.
I mean, he's playing the field well, fully aware where the fielders are. Both the fielders on the onside, inside the ring, and he's placed it to perfection. Just moves early, gets into position, uses the pace.
I think with this field set, he has to be around that blue line, off stump. Yeah, he aims for it now, too wide. It might be close to a no ball. Where has it pitched?
I think this is a better plan. Again, the execution's not there on this delivery. It's nearly a no ball off the pitch. But I think that blue line can be his target. Especially the field he's got. Coming around the wicket though. Yeah, 3 back on the offside. As we said, it's the bigger boundary for the left-hander. Harder to hit a 6 that side for sure.
That is tremendous. Look, that could leave a bowler gutted because he reached for it and fetched it.
Yeah, this is the advantage of knowing what the bowler's doing. Again, he doesn't even need to step across here. He just knows with his touch, he's just going to beat that one man at short 45. Like a sweep shot to the spinner, Rav.
Look at how far he's gone to fetch it. Just times it, plays the field. A slight problem here.
$204 for 2, Rasiq Dar.
Went down pitch side for the toss. I saw the groundsman. He looked at me and had a big smile on his face. So I said, "What do you reckon?" I said, "It's shining. You know, it's shining like anyone's bald head. You know, what do you think?" And he, with a little chuckle and a sheepish look, he said, 300? 300 possible? Chandrasekhar Rao, he's been around for a long time. He knows these pitches inside out.
He said to me the other day, they used to call him West Indian when he played back in the day. He's one of the great characters. Love coming here and chatting to him. You're right, Ravi. He's an outstanding personality. Anyway, the green dot ball. 6th half century this season for Heinrich Klaasen. He's been a run machine for the Sunrisers Hyderabad. His best season in this tournament. And he looks as though he hasn't broken sweat.
16 overs have been bowled. 209 for 2. So a signal for the impact sub. Suyash goes out for RCB and Tim David comes in. Short. Finds the fielder in the deep on the bounce. So 51 from just 23 for Henrik Larsson.
We can repeatedly say that this track is very good for batting, but it's been innings of class, control and conviction from Klaasen.
This is an opportunity. And taken in the deep. Krunal Pandya breaks the...
And he's been dismissed by Krunal Pandya. 2-1-0 for 3.
And first ball. Clears the rope. I'll see it, hit it. Don't matter if it's first ball.
Slightly fuller length delivery from Krunal Pandya. And look at the swing of the bat. Absolutely confident, and he was sure he was going to hit it just over mid-wicket, no matter where it pitched.
Yeah, you've done that to a lot of spectators, Chris. When they've been sitting in the stands. Watch the white ball fly, man. 17 sixes for him this season, Nitish Reddy. More than the 15 fours, 17 sixes.
Extraordinary from Krunal Pandya.
The different bouncers go straight.
Again 6. So straight away he's come out there, 2 balls, 2 sixes. So keeping that momentum going.
Yeah, once again, maybe a slot. Twice in 3 deliveries, if you include the wide, he's gone slot to Nitish Kumar Reddy.
He'll look to go full at some stage. There's an opportunity here. Will it land safely? It does. And they get back for 2. Well, he's not happy, Krunal Pandya. 17 gone, 225 for 3. So Ishan Kishan on strike.
Better season this year. Scored a lot more impactful runs. He's bowled quite a lot of overs. He's beginning to enjoy his role as a floater as well for his side.
That's the good thing from India's point of view, from Sunrisers' point of view, his ability to bowl those overs whenever required. Could be 2, could be 3, could be all 4 on a given day. That clears the 2 fielders in the circle, and it will race away. Doesn't matter how it comes at this stage, they'll see it and they'll swing their bats.
There's no stopping this pocket-sized dynamo. He's throwing his bat at just about everything, and that's the right thing to do, because the intriguing thing at this venue is that the side batting first does not know what is a good target.
But if there's no dew, it might just slow up this pitch as the game progresses. So fill your boots when you're batting first. Surprised him. It was hit straight back. And if the ball had hit the stumps there on the full, it might have been close.
I think it might have been Curtis.
Oh yes, he had given up. Given up. Yes, fumbles the ball, a real opportunity for a run out there. Oh, he gets it away for 4 last ball. It was a good over till then. In fact, goes for 6. With the pace of Hazelwood. 13 coming off that last over. It's 238 for 3.
Improvisation.
Just settled for the single, but it's good batting conditions, and RCB forehead has a little bit of moisture, a little darkish look to it, much more than the pitch. That'll go away for 4.
Hey, I'm glad that we predicted this. Not that I'm feeling happy for the bowlers, but sometimes when you look at the surface and you think it's got so much sheen, will it disintegrate, will it slow down? But it's been a surface which has had nothing for the bowlers at all. Absolutely nothing. Even good deliveries are going, the bad deliveries anyways go. And that is exactly what I liken the surface to, Ravi. To my head.
Yeah, good delivery. What do you reckon, Karthik, you did the pitch report. You mentioned about a good batting surface. You reckon it'll slow up as the game progresses?
Don't think so, Ravi, because it looks pretty hard. Sometimes you look for certain dryness. It is dry, but it's so hard. And when you look at the footmarks as well, they've not done anything to suggest that this pitch will slow down. Nothing at all.
This is good. Excellent over in the circumstances. 8 runs off it. 246 for 3. Taking pace off. Chitesh, Shepherd, David. Got some real power hitters there. When SRH come out, they'll depend on Malinga. Hussain has done well, and he'll change pace. He'll alter his pace. There's Reddy, who's done pretty well. Cummins, of course, tried, tested. Saqib, he does vary his pace, can be deceptive.
And you've got some options in terms of impact subs as well, Ravi, when you think of Praful Hinge and Harsh Dubey, the left arm spinner.
Swings it away, drifting onto leg stump, and it brings up the 250.
Started off down the leg side and kept going with the angle, and these deliveries will be punished.
It's a nice little cameo from Nitish Reddy. He came in when Klaasen was dismissed, very quickly on to 28 of just 11.
He's got 3 fielders out in the deep on the onside. He's looking to angle the ball back into the right-handers, but he's got to start from around the off stump. Even if he starts from middle stump, he's likely to be picked off his pads. And this is another issue. If he doesn't get the direction right, he's got to bowl an extra delivery.
Well, he's done a good job with these youngsters. He's constantly chatting with them. You can see even before play starts, he's in their ears. Which uncapped Indian seamer has most impressed the starter IPL? Shakib, Praful, Rashik Dar, and they go for Shakib. 45%. Not surprising. He's done well. Having a chat with his coach Varun Arun.
Throwing his bat and pirouetting like a ballet dancer. Ishan Kishan there. He's looking to maximize the deliveries left in this innings.
There's 255 now for 3. If RCB are to win this, it'll have to be a record chase in the IPL. For RCB, more than anything else, they've never chased down this kind of score. Should be taken comfortably. Devdutt Padikkal making no mistake, and a fine innings comes to an end of the last ball. Ishan Kishan, the man dismissed.
Yeah, it's been a very good over in spite of bowling 2 wides there. Rashik Dar Salam keeping his cool, only giving away 9 runs and picking Ishan Kishan of the final ball of the 20th over. A well-made 79, and Sunrisers Hyderabad finished with 255 for 4. Record chase on the cards for RCB. They need 256. Yeah, it is going to be one fascinating second half. Harshal Patel, the impact sub in. Salil Arora didn't get to do anything today, will be subbed out. So just to make things very clear, 166 for RCB to make sure that they finish top 2, even if they lose, and if SRH can defeat them by 90 runs, they will end up leapfrogging and finish top 2. Gujarat Titans already assured of a top 2 finish. Fascinating contest on the cards. Goes down the track, very first ball. And a couple of runs to open his account. For Pat Cummins. They're coming off a fine 73 in Dharamshala, Venkatesh Iyer. And that is one of the questions I posed to Dinesh Karthik. What is the news on Phil Salt? And pulled and straight to the fielder, whereas Phil Salt did. He did this to great effect in Dharamshala and gets a 4 here. And square leg. Overshot third. This flies all the way down. 17 wickets this season. Ishan Malinga to partner Pat Cummins. Starts with a slower one, something which you asked for, Bish.
And they bowled it beautifully. It's a more upright, more, I suppose, authentic action, or you could say slightly lower arm at times from Malinga. So he comes from maybe on a clock face 1 o'clock, whereas when Saqib comes into the attack, he goes the other side of the clock face 11 o'clock and he rips it. Very good. And that is what I find WV and Karthik and folks make it so very interesting with Pat Cummins. This bowling attack which has really taken a life of its own after, what, 4, 5, 6 games.
Oh, it's been brilliant so far. He's mixed up those different deliveries so beautifully. Pulled away. He got high on him, but did really well. 3 fielders on the onside. All the others through the offside for Pat Cummins. And goes leg side, goes fine, Virat Kohli. Oh, did everything right. Those wrists coming into play. The stumps. Change here. An extra fielder on the onside.
Try to back away a little. And if we see that again, WV, I think you can...
Movement so that the bowler doesn't know. How late can you move? Oh, one guy, hand comes off. Yeah, they challenged the decision, RCB.
Yeah, still waiting to...
in different ways and at different times, and that's where the bowler faces a challenge, because he's decided what delivery he's going to bowl, is gone through halfway through the run up, and then suddenly he sees the batter move around. Then he's got to change his mind. And
now the coach will stand up his stumps, and as the bowler gets into his gather, he'll probably wave a red disc, meaning bowl straight. Next delivery, he'll wave a wide disc and say wide outside the off stump, just as the bowler gathers. So it's something they practice, trying to simulate the batter's feet.
And as far as the batters are concerned, Murli Karthik, it's not about how late they can move.
Changing that line, just following the batter. Some are really good at it. One of the best in the business, Wasim Akram, was just sensational. He could move aside and he could just literally follow you. We saw Bhuvneshwar Kumar do that.
We have a player's review for offside wide not given. I have checked the feet, it's a fair delivery. Looking at the split screen now, batter standing outside leg stump. The wide guidelines remains the same. The crosshair is not available. Keep it rolling now and freeze it at the popping crease. Yeah, I see some part of the ball is passing inside the wide guideline. Satisfied, it's a fair delivery. Going back to on field, Amit. It's a fair delivery. You're on screen. Make your signal now.
That mid wicket and the deep square on the onside. Gets away with it. Gets away with it there. A full toss on the leg stump. 33 with that loss.
No, if it works. I don't mind seeing this actually. Maybe for an over in the power play, just to see if the change of pace has something to offer. He'll be challenged as a bowler.
Yeah, 34 after 3. Shivang. He'll be up against the left-handedness of Venkatesh Iyer from RCB. They want to go for it. Shivan Kumar, 8 wickets in. Not been phased by the situation. He's bowled some tough overs. Sweeps again and sweeps all along the ground.
Difficult to play those shots.
Wonderful timing there. He's picking. Oh, beautifully done. He's just picking different angles.
He was player of the match last time, and I was having this discussion all of yesterday with a good colleague of mine.
50-run opening stand for RCB. I'll reiterate, since the 18th of April. They will have to reload there. It's been can't find the gap. 23 of that over, 57 without loss after 4.
57 for no loss. A flying start here for RCB.
Partnership batting at its best. I've seen Virat Kohli in terrific form throughout the entire tournament. Tonight he's partner in crime.
Swings. There's a man in the deep, an opportunity. That catch has been taken. Abhishek Sharma running in. And takes it with 2 hands. Much to the joy of the Orange Brigade.
Now, I spoke too soon. He was creaming them. Off to an absolute flyer. 44 from 19. Wanting to continue on, it's there to hit, back of a leg. Just hits a bit higher on the bat. Simple catch. Big wicket. Smiles all around for SRH. They needed that. First wicket down for RCB. Venkatesh goes for 44, 60 for 1.
Oh, gets away to a start. Oh, what a shot that is. What a shot. Sick.
Is unparalleled. Not comparable at all, Michael.
I can only think of playing with one tall left-hander.
Yeah, he impressed one and all when he first came on the scene, but he was striking at 123, now in the 160s. 5 gone, 71 for 1. Hussain straight away takes pace off. "14 wickets, 10 matches.
You're going to see lots of that, I think. Lots of that change of pace, that variation. Just 110 Ks. First ball 116. I think speed off, so important. Have another look at this wicket. Again, it's back of a length, looking for that leg side boundary. Hits him a bit faster than he thinks. Abhishek Sharma. Safe set of hands. Does the work early to get to the ball. Keeps that head still. Some fans loving it, some fans can't believe it.
Good start here from Hussain.
He's the one bowler, apart from Ishan Malinga, who's got a different slower one. He spoke about Ishan Malinga. When he delivers, it's slightly round arm, which means When you look at the dial of a clock, it's at 1 o'clock. And then when you talk about Saqib Hussain, who's bowling at the moment, his slower one is beyond the perpendicular, as we like to say, which is around 11 o'clock on the dial and difficult to pick.
Finds the fielder. His aggressive batting style. Want to find out more? We'll come back to that. Kohli departs. He's just not been able to pierce the field today. And once again finds the fielder this time.
Excellent bowling. Once again sticks to his strength. It's another slow ball. 5 of them in the over. 115 Ks. Kohli creams it. Absolutely creams it, but picks out the man at cover. No speed to work with, has to go hard at the ball to make the pace. Straight to the man at cover, and he can't believe it.
Yes, but full marks to this man. He backs himself. He knows he's got a good slower delivery. And once again, he's taken pace off and got the big wicket. Virat Kohli departs 415, 74 for 2. Again a slower delivery. The first over of this power play without a boundary after 6, 75 for 2. Here's Harshal Patel. And start.
Harshal Patel playing a game after nearly 19 days. The last game he played was on 3rd of May. Purple cap holder Ravi Michael, 21 and 24.
Should get 2.
Venkatesh Iyer and Virat Kohli.
Yeah, interesting numbers.
Again pace off. Dug into the surface. 10 runs coming off that over, 85 for 2. So here's Hussain. Finds the boundary.
Ravi Michael, any gut feels for that 4th spot?
They play their best cricket, they get a win, and they are in.
They're playing Mumbai Indians at Wankhede. Mumbai Indians have endured a torrid season.
And again, everyone's got something to play for. You've got fans that support you all season. People come and watch. Your own pride. You want to make runs or take wickets as well. No one likes losing.
They won 6 on the bounce. You have to include that no result as well. That was one game. And then after that, they lost 6 on the trot. 91 for 2 after 8.
Very well, WV. Michael Clark still here. Like so many people love what we've seen from Malinga and from Saqib in particular this season for Sunrisers. Their ability to at times bowl Yorkers, Malinga a little more experience, to take pace off the ball, to get reverse swing in Malinga's case. Not surprised the short ball has come at Patida, not surprised at all. Was hit in the head a couple of games ago.
It's a good one too. It's on the money. And helmet height does well to get inside the line of it and not get a little tickle on this. Half an appeal. Looks to go up and over fine leg. Kishan liked it. Ultra edge didn't.
So I was talking, these two young men, they're both young, to have the skill set. Straight to him! And he continues to have a brilliant season, Ishan Malinga. Whether it's full, it's pace off or into the pitch.
He's really varied his pace exceptionally well. And that's what is really troubled the batters. They're not able to get their rhythm going. They're looking for runs, they're looking to get runs quickly, they're looking for big hits. But when a bowler is doing a grand job of varying his pace and getting his lines going well too, then it's a problem. There's a particular well-timed shot, but unfortunately he finds the fielder and he's delighted. Malinga picking up another big wicket, and that's the end of Padikkal, dismissed for 21 and challenges 94 for 3.
He wants a review, Malinga. He wants a review. He's bellowing to his captain to review it. He's not getting a lot of support. Yes, he does get support. He goes for it.
We have a player's review for caught. Original decision is not out. I have checked the feet. It's a fair delivery. Can we start with front on, please? Looking at the front on now. Appears to be gap between ball and the bat. Can I have ultra to confirm, please? Flat line. Next frame. Next frame. Yeah, flat line as ball passes the bat. No bat involved. Going back to on field. Amit, stay with your decision of not out. Stand by. You're on screen. Make your signal now.
Michael WV, where are we in this run chase?
Qualifying top 2 will be most important.
Yeah, this is a format where plans are revised quite frequently, and I think...
And boy, what a signing he has been. 19 wickets so far.
Are performing brilliantly on tough bowling pitches, that's for sure. Tonight's been a good example. Just these youngsters are just, they know the conditions and they're able to execute. They've read so far, but most importantly, the skill from these young quicks for SRH has been magnificent.
I second that, because nothing much has really changed as far as the pitch is concerned. It's stayed.
I think we've seen in the IPL. Rashid will get there by the time he moves on. And I think Patida was down the track, you know. If that deflection had gone back onto the stumps, I wonder if Patida was... I like Harshal, good attitude. He's made WV the best of his skills. Was at RCB for a really good season not that long ago.
Yeah, I was going to get to that, because he's shown everybody what he can do.
First ball.
It's almost like Pat Cummins telling Pandya, you're a competitive cricketer, all right, you can get useful runs, but you can't play down the ground. These bowlers, I tell you, they don't want to give batters any.
Review at the wide.
Yeah, he didn't think it was a wide. Straight away, Paddy Cummins turned around, went to the keeper. Keeper agreed, so why not? Review, let's find out.
Yeah, they're still waiting. Every run generally counts.
We have a player's review for offside wide given on the field. I have checked the feet, it's a fair delivery. Looking at the split screen now. Batter standing slightly outside leg stump. The wide guidelines remain safe. Keep it rolling now. Freeze it at the popping crease. Can you zoom in the left side, please? Yeah, I see some part of the ball is passing inside the wide guideline. Satisfied? It's a fair delivery. Going back to on field. Amit, it's a fair delivery. Stand by. You're on screen. Make your signal now.
That means the celebration of that review. And the call has to be withstood. Or withdrawn, I should say. I just wonder how we see. It's been a season of high scores being chased.
Batters set them up, and bowlers win them. I think this IPL will be no different. The playoffs will be the team that can bowl the best. Shot. Again, trying to get up and over for that boundary. I think the teams that bowl the best, handle the pressure, able to execute their skills. I think that'll be the team that goes on and wins this IPL. And I think we've seen it over years.
Time to play fearlessly, Krunal.
Going to be very different. So you've got to be able to assess your conditions and adapt. And then also the team you're playing against, whoever they come up against, RCB, GT, whoever comes in at number 4, they're all very different, got different strengths. So you've got to be able to adapt.
Well, don't go anywhere, because in the next over we have all the teams lined up, ranked by wickets taken. 112 for 3.
8 wickets, win the power play, virtually win the game this year.
Now, having a discussion, they lost the review already. They're not going to go. Oh, they do. Do they go for it? Yeah.
We have a player's review for LBW. Original decision is not out. I have checked the feet, it's a fair delivery. And we start with front on, please. Looking at the front on. Appears that gap between ball and the bat. Can I have ultra to confirm, please? Keep it rolling. Roll it through to the pads, flat line. Flat line as ball passes the bat, no bat involved. Ball tracking when ready, please. Pitching in line, impact umpire's call, wickets missing, original decision not out. Going back to on field. Madan, stay with your decision. You are on screen. Make your signal now.
All reviews gone. For Sunrisers, that is. Oh, long on, almost directly, not quite, but almost directly behind the bowler. Got away with that. I just want to go back to the graphic one more time, WV.
Which has tilted things in their favour.
Oh, Saqib is quick. That's the type of effort that you want in the field. And of course, you generally get that from your fast bowlers.
Yeah, certainly saves a run. Again, it's the googly. Maybe a little bit of glove on it. Sneaks past Ishan Kishan. Yeah, good effort. Does well not to go through that fence.
The kind of dominance
class bowling. One boundary in 28 balls. Nope, those days are gone. Maybe to the spinners, not the quicks. I don't like facing the fasties. Can he get out of this over? Oh, it's creamed it. It's hit it beautifully through the cover region.
Malinga 2 for 22. He's got 1 over left. Saqib Hussain just going at 5. 1 for 10 of 2. Alongside W. Raman is still there. Ravi Shastri joins us.
You mentioned 2 overs for 10. That's outstanding figures when you see the surface, the number of runs scored.
Predominantly he's used only the slower one. In fact, his first over when he picked up Virat Kohli, all 6 deliveries were slower ones.
As Bishop mentioned in his stint, bowling from around 11 on a clock face, but that's what enables him to control the extent of deviation.
And no one's really picked him because of that. Quickly, I mean, for them to adjust and then play the attacking shot.
Again disguising that slower one to great effect. There's a telegram sent by Krunal Pandya
at the moment.
Yeah, quicker one with a very similar action. His quicker delivery is also from the very same action, just like that.
Basically his arm speed doesn't change, which then makes it a little difficult for the batsman to pick.
He's relatively inexperienced, but the control that he has is commendable.
Oh, once again, completely. In spite of going for a 4, he's only gone for 6 this over. Well bowled once again. 6 of that over. 127 for 3. 129 required of 42 now for RCB. Restart proceedings. What do you think RCB is going to think, WV, from here on? Harshal Patel into the attack. Nicely played for 4. Catching him high on the bat, but will land safely. A couple of runs to Krunal Pandya. Nicely bowled.
Hyderabad.
Getting the QN there. And just since we're on... And then GT first and SRH second if RCB score between 154 and 165. That is something which we've been talking about. Just missing the field. 11 runs off that over so far. And it'll be 139 for 3 after 14. Nitish Kumar Reddy. For the first time, and he's been welcomed with a boundary. Wide will be called. If RCB score between 166 and 177, that is the second scenario. GT first and SRH will be second if RCB score between 154 to 165. I don't think that is going to happen. They're 144 for 3 at the moment. And the fourth scenario that we have, Ravi and WV, is that SRH first and GT second. Goes inside out.
But there's no question about the fact they've just used these conditions better, SRH.
And it'll give a lot of confidence to the bowling attack of SRH. When they can call the shots so well on a good...
Has it been one of his best IPL so far?
Yeah, Ishan Kishan has been in fine fettle with WB this season.
Yeah, he's been a great contributor for Sunrisers with the bat and behind the stumps. And the impact that he's made on either side of the stumps has been tremendous. And the first half of the season, he also chipped in as a standing skipper and handled the side really well. Superb season for him.
569 runs this season. It's been a wonderful season for Ishan Kishan. His best in the IPL so far. 149 for 3.
He's got good figures.
Yeah, that slingy action. It's pretty handy when it comes to bowling the slower one also to get the ball to tail. 19 wickets so far. This taken. No, dropped. Safe hands of Pat Cummins. I thought it was taken for a while. You can see the wry smile on Ishan Malinga.
Yeah, he seems disappointed. He sets himself high standards. Real competitor.
This was spanked hard by Patidar off the back foot. Pat Cummins had it covered, but somehow could not latch onto it.
Gone very high, Ishan Kishan. Saqib Hussain. And he's made an absolute meal of it. He's had 2 in 2 dropped off his bowling.
Can be really disappointing for a bowler, creating opportunities but not getting enough support on the field. And running towards the ball is always a tough proposition for any fielder, and especially for someone as inexperienced as Hussain is. It's always going to be a tough proposition.
There goes towards extra cover. A full toss. 16 overs done, 11 coming off it. 160 for 3, 96 still required.
Will it carry? No, on the bounce.
Bowled well, SRH.
Just in their planning, their thought process. Just bowl the right deliveries for this surface.
Just takes out anything behind the wicket. Just so hard to use. There's no pace to use to get to a boundary. So you've got to use your power. And unless you get width like that, Paddy Cummins, bit of extra pace. This one's too short.
And that's what separates top two from number 3 position.
And it's huge because you get another crack. You know, you might have played extreme.
Focus on it all throughout the tournament. Even at those games at the start. Nicely bowled from Cummins to finish the over. 168 for 3.
Got to try and make a habit of it.
Yeah, and I think certainly in this format you get enough communication where teams could have went harder to win faster, or at least attempt to win faster.
And he'll have to show up and handle it.
Sunrisers know they've qualified, but they want a big win. And they're in the process of getting that with a very positive note. Because if you look at all round, and remember when you beat a top side by 70-80 runs leading up to the playoffs, it can only do your confidence a world of good. He's somehow managed. 18 gone, 177 for 3.
First ball this season from Travis Head. Paddy Cummins doesn't want to pay any more of his hard-earned, I'm sure. To get through these overs, not the worst start either. Handy part-timer, Travis Head. Probably doesn't bowl that much now because of the impact player. Yeah, not the worst right arm off breaks.
That shot. And caught on the boundary. So Travis Head rolls his arm over for the first time and gets a wicket second ball.
Easy game, bowl a long hop, get a wicket. Zed a hit. Yeah, skipper can't believe it. In his zone, looking for a maximum. Travis Head, first ball was a goodie. This one's short. There to be put away. Gets the height, but knows he hasn't got the length. Safely taken, and he'll take it, number 62. SRH pick up another wicket. Skipper played well. He's got to go for 56. 178 for 4.
So Tim David out in the middle.
Nice. Ready. Nice. Ready. So much for goal.
Sure he knows how to block too many, Tim David. That'll be hard.
Sweeps and sweeps for 4.
Good matchup, that Gujarat. Wonderful bowling unit. And if you have to beat them, Ravi, as we've seen it, as you out there know, 2 or 3 of those out earlier in the game. If you don't,
then you've got an attack to contend with as well. They've been brilliant, Gujarat Titans. I think once they got the act together, they seem to be unstoppable. 185 for 4. 1 to go. So the final over. There's a penalty, so there's 5 in the circle. Should get a couple of runs. The one thing from Sunrisers' point of view, they've got great support on this ground. Right through this tournament, it's been an orange wave. It's the last game of the season. They'll be mighty pleased that their side is in the playoffs. And they've ended the season on their home ground with a convincing win. So just 4 ball.
Wicket for Travis Head.
It's Tim David. Goes again.
Because they've got 1 or 2 challenges down the back end to get, if they have Romario Shepherd, how's he bowling? How's he batting this season? So getting fine-tuning all of this important.
So just 1 ball remaining. 198 for 4, short by 58 at the moment. So there you go, a huge cheer from the crowd. It's the men in orange who win this game comfortably by 55 runs. They've already qualified into the playoffs, but the first playoff will be between RCB and the Gujarat Titans. So Pat Cummins will be very pleased with this effort. It's a confidence booster going into the playoffs. They've beaten a team on top of the table, and they've won handsomely by 55 runs.
Ishan Malinga was outstanding again. He's been a good acquisition for the Sunrisers Hyderabad, and great to have their leader.
So 255 is what Sunrisers made after they won the toss. Got off to a flying start. Abhishek Sharma doing the damage early doors, and Ishan Kishan batted beautifully. It's 79 of just 46, held the innings together. Another blinder from Klaasen, 51 from 24. And 255 was always going to be a challenge. In the end, Royal Challengers restricted to 200 for 4. I thought the bowling effort excellent from the Sunrisers. They executed their plans well. 2 for 33 for Malinga. Hussain did a great job, 1 for 31. So they win by 55.